Queen Solomon of Ghana music. Sister Fia, send run na your birthday, no. Okay, Sister Fia, belated happy birthday. Why? Ye nua bema Danny Matkal any UTV crew ni nyina ye ma belated happy birthday nyame enhyirawo. Ora Augustine K Champon wo Brooklyn wo New York USA anopay unua bema Edward Bidiakon any crew ni nyina ma wache kwans no konso se ade ache wo crew mu dia enye sanso ma hello ena minyonko pa ama ousu Emriku or A Partners at Law na no makwakonya Adam fofoforo kra enti Madam fofofora menya wo A Partners at Law ama I hope it's Ama or it's Anna Ousu yes hey wo bia wakonya Adam fo unhu Adam fo ni di den suban so no don't mind me my good friend I'll change and see, I thank you so much. And also, Miko, Yami Inshao. Pacho, Moon can't share me brana or girl, ne say, Miss Michiano, na Mafino, and see, Oma Menteninka. Pacho me bran, your friend Robert Chire, or no, yet PR manager, or girl, good energy, and see, bra me mawachi, Kwanston, so Dr. Ben Kisi Sasu. We are veterinary officer, Ghana Veterinary Services. Nana Kofi Emma, happy birthday. Ekwani Mwatene, Enra Konongo, Udumase Senior High School, Assembly see over the weekend. No, Eko Court, Arehumwa, na Enkwala Numuno, Yama Wonum remand. Inti Anopay, ye twasa enkomodie neso. Interestingly, I'm say, Womo Enyenya 18 papa. I don't know, but ye be di ehon komo. Ye be boy ehon modern ase asem people no. Ye nko emfa yensa nko kan na ya na bedwafo ye se wode wo court nti ane e se court asem de wo ka wode wada enye wo na abedi asem no nti ye be kan na ye benya hweye e wo ne kamu asem ba ko e ha o manfo ne pa enso eye keta enso ito a na po na bo asochia na aba be ohoroko enra na abedwafo ni bi se nti yentimi ntu wo monkotena baby foforo ana ebi nso se wo matena ho ama wo mani aka nti ye ne ye mmoban enye pone ho na bi nso se empredodo ahe enye beje pone ho but aban se wo beje ho ama wo mo nti ne Ghanaian Times the aba after destruction by tidal waves government commits to building defense wall to protect 8 kilometers coastal stretch in Ketu South municipality. Inti yebehwe ho asem na yaka. Afi na yabeka kese pa no de monse eno na de pa no ne butter esi table so no building back post COVID economy. Se ye nyina ye gitum sa de se COVID no o de ne sisew de ne nsunsuanso aba bedue yisikasem ye jadie ye kotokuo mu ye didie mu ye naye mu ye kaafro ye dan han ye bibia ye kuayo nyina wo de aba be jamso nti aye bibia wo ho a ti yesia kyekere ne biem no ye beye ne sen mampenda da mahama say abibire mpanyimfo empe abefo kwan na wo mo emfa enkyekere wo economy no ye digitalize no so I'm sure it will be an interesting conversation. I don't want to preempt anything, but I beg your phone at na CD. Mami knew omonche na agro any form. Openi a wote ben me pe ewo mi benkum so. Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover, or a former MP Tema East, former Deputy Minister for Transport and awaiting new appointment. Nedi mi amakama asane. If he say asane ni abre or ya advocacy pa. Ti echire kra nura kra na misem bisa me ofa Carlos say ofa unyenya ahwe osi de bi na say temafo yi central no kra de entininka na kra me refi say tema no so central wo nti central no so kra ye entininka nti your excellency as you are sharing please the tema peoples they say that remember them west east and central still almost all my cancer same and minua bema chief nexen and the prince there na be watch odi ni nyina. I hope say wa hihye ni ye. Chief Nixon Hamilton Baini, national organizer. Chief Mpocho Brebium. Prince na ye nhwehwe animu ka Chief Baini ni yekọ. Na de watch book register mu di.
Chief Hamilton Baini Nixon.
We only say name because even Nixon you be abroad food. You see the problem. Brothers, yeah, as you propose said them in our morning. Hena yake, besiden ye bi. Hamilton yara, obi na abroad fuzina. Tisia was I done saying, why the ma? Ye be say what? But ye be say dinara. And chief.
May be binny brewing.
Ampa. Ye be Nixon ma, eme bomb me. Chief Vine, what's that? Chief Wapo me ya.
Yaminadum. What's Wapo me?
Oh, Yamiadum.
In fact,
Minyan Cassa, wow, Chenana. Papa me in the chairman, Cassano.
Yaponi drive.
Yaponi drive. I'll give you time. You want them. I'll give you time. And Minya Bema, Yao, Asanitano, who come Krumwa, yen siniform, a sotano, she, or your batam passe. Ono pebre nyina ni muaye ma misama me say eso tano eso yiri pebre o de man crofo fans o esa pena chese wo ba besoma o ya national organizer Emma LPG openi won so akwaba ano pe ho aye fe na ovana good morning
man view
oh me man view oh man view e me de pa e di e me de ba ku man view e na Mamli so me de pa mansa oh mintimi nya mansa
ko ye dang beside that
okay
about to so mensa mamli
okay
mansa
mamli ye me de pa
mampa yo ba penin
mampa de me de ka me fra biga mampa ba me nim ne ntia me ka mampa na mami agbae
mami nei
agba
mami agba de oye the food joint with them out. Very popular food joint.
I'm so patchy, Mami Agbo.
Oh, Agbo dear, I can say no, and
a food joint, but very popular food joint.
Oh, sir, what I call
very popular.
Any outside that could be about
very popular food joint. Nice. Traditional meal.
It's been operating
for over 30-40 years.
Ooh,
yes.
Meaning that maybe I'm saying Mami Agba, make a cake.
Give you a big junction, honor. It's a very popular joint.
That's my neighborhood.
Hey, Chief, neighborhood or baby.
Uncle PV of being were neighbors.
Oh, you sure?
Atlantic Port Services. And he's living behind me. I was born and bred in that area.
Oh, so you are my boy too.
Yeah,
you always say it.
I am 10 more than all the names you are mentioning.
More than
Carlos is
the title.
I am the original mayor.
And your Excellency, as you are saying, remember your asshole. Remember your asshole.
Me afọ me je.
Bo afọ bo je me ngbenje.
Afọ me ye.
Ni mi afọ me ye.
Bo abeg bo je ko ke ba.
They are selling me. They are selling me.
Egufi brand you do ka je bi temeli se.
Ngba afọ bo ye.
Ozi mi awo.
Ngba afọ bo ye.
Afọ me teba.
Ngba fa.
Me afọ me come to one side 10.
Me afọ come to Ellen's maternity.
Oh, come on. Tema general
Ellen's maternity. Oh, Chief. Chief, oh, they are making their talent crew. Me fanye you. I me make off air.
On you money.
What's the guy you see?
I make a show.
Oh, you see?
Ma, brother.
I better me the John Dumelo of you walk on
oh, okay. Ya bon komo awie de kwan ni mu atene. Na chief person
oh gbe no elang.
Chief person o kan awards ni wan se pacho wo de mo de a mo kwa mo ni bi.
Yeah, that's there. Sebi woman na kwenya even though you by representing him political parties and want to am them opportunity yentum kakra wo he agenda e pede enyo man ni che na oye mfaso ma he no ngentum fa ntugwa na si yenya dem opportunity na se yet the bibi kodo awoye abado body offer wona wodi dem dwuma na se ya no pay beba na adi osam hade na onam body mbo awabo ntina wenya dem adi ya
wana sumpo oka ho
Adekye
Nsroma program of the year
yes.
It was one early rise na waziba onye be share one thought
on the one award once we to converted chroma issue
here na here award na I will organize the party
am here the award one was ajenyum
okay
and so chroma issue to where in the back door here so you to beje eyiwo father
Dr. Father Dixon Dr. say come this fight said the chief by this year
every day honorable Titus Obo
Doctor for support.
For you, Doctor, yes. Despite now, in fact, Doctor Father, Doctor Father. Now, so friend, one general manager. In fact, I would here was that be. So, I'm not born about na me Ken.
Abim.
Na junior CBB today. I'm who there. 1 hour here in what do you call Nanamani programming? United Showbiz.
Now what program na need your ref?
Yeah, United Showbiz, you know. Hey, I'm who there. Friend and Arnold, Bulldog, Abeku, Wonyina, Ken City. No, I shall want that. Ken see your friend and design super. Okay. Now yeah, no pa yeah political friend and representatives are yeah be discuss are here 50. Monday to Monday, we are on political suits. Okay. We are on up and down. We are the best promoters of the Kenzie. Until they say Tuesday squad, the Oma won't share here pona, no one measure. My head man.
Now, because I come Monday to Friday, to have come Tuesday squad.
Now, me by Tuesday, me come Wednesday. No Wednesday or book come. It's yes, the Oma 1 hour pam no washer.
Okay.
One more in one sushi. Okay. Only do one to my MP now the crow back right. Baby, I able to be a answer your back at the Kensi Natari.
Yes.
Any issue. Now so Bernard in the show business by or no Benya problem.
You don't say anything. So we see what your talent about.
Yeah. Mami ma shofo nya machi. Na ya ma wan kasa wososo. Of course.
Mira meje so
na kofar by Dr. Kwame Despite Senior Doctor Ernesto for his support and my brother Dr. Father Dixon na and munyina we ejuma o Kent City me sorry Despite group of companies abasubodi nyam shekesi pa Metia nyina making is almost 19.
It's 22 in all. Individual ones.
Individual ones.
Yes.
Na yebabo mabasopa.
Yeah, that's
it. When you have a leader who has a vision, who has the impetus to invest in the human resource, in the technology, ejumano ebekonkai. And mo mpanyimfo e de abosoboy ye de hyanyame no nyam na enhye mo nkran that you should continue to do more for God and country. We are indeed very pleased to be associated with this laurels na meka se monkoso na monsum omangana na anopa mu addition from de me say me ka wo batem obi aso TV edi ato when oya ene wo nko okay we show no the Tuesday squad there you're on top
solid
very on top
Wednesday for to bombeka so muti omuna
oya wo so tidwemu a wo moderate edi mai so ye bo abaso what your talent and your skill and your way of administering the show no and also ya mukaka bebre and pastor enya easy. And then me fee almost about 6:45. Maybe do more 8:15. Traffic and then one motor so every day. Wouldn't the young one cause one motor so. And
we do any mission
national. Yeah, shade. And the America say Moyade, a bomb basso.
Yeah, that's thank you. I
meant to make us without lifting it again.
Wow.
I not me feel say emu ha but emu dupa moya adwumaso na ye bebo adwuma ko fare bai na baso said ye obi abo na baso na omani mo ye hye but say drew Tuesday na ye ba UTV dia it appears say na ye ayo ho ne ye yawo nyina na abafom and I am happy say award be brebewe Yediama Despite group of companies, and I said Despite Media Group. Mosefata. I'm excited today in the sense say, enye award in kwa nama maniaji. Na maniaji nso say, Honorable Nikwate Titus Glover. And Rameti no one of your sister stations. I will declare say. Obe contested for the general secretaryship of the New Patriotic Party. Oh, really? Yes. And I am so excited. And I think that is the way to go. We need level-headed people to take certain positions. But you see, I am especially the president. In the sense, microphobia na ye fee say omo ye adwuma sompa boa NPP ma omo ba power no. Ya to omo jejem. Been one gentleman, if I remember his name, Dr. Antonia Koto or something. He was the spokesperson for finance for the
former Tafunsha SO MP.
Right.
Yeah.
And now one Dr. Jambafo also. I don't know what he's doing.
Jambafo, yes. Wenchi.
Yes. Okay. Apart from Tumbisa.
Yeah.
You can see these people at the front line regarding finance.
Okay.
And then no bank I say near the crocodile mine. Into honorable, it's a good cause. Say, what two months ago, you will be in normal way, and yes, you know to and I believe, say, the general public and so will accept your call and your challenge to, contest for the general secretaryship position. NPP for Mumbi money, now for Sabi or more, yes, sober, our mobile to me, I hold the terrain. And yes, I will be a personal, you say, be only. Other general secretary or personal issues, but to be focused and work for the party to shine. And honorable, we will support you in this direction.
Thank you.
We will come out wholeheartedly to support you, even though we belong to other parties now. I think so.
Thank you.
Are you sure you really want your party to come to power?
No, I'm talking about the general secretaryship.
Oh, so
general secretaryship.
Is it supporting a colleague and a brother?
Okay.
To achieve his dreams, no,
it's not
necessarily does not mean there.
And sure, obey you, mama, party wa.
Oh, Nancy,
we equally general secretary.
Jonathan obey general secretary near you, mother. It's all about the needs of Babacam, but I just want to. I'm a meteo baby, but that many has own kind.
Yeah, me as a
platform me so. Fans are them platform in on ye rabe. So are real there. Oh no party food tea on camera here so yente.
Okay.
Na ye kejina baby ni eka. Na ye hu de kwate na nkasa no de.
Which means okay. I have jammed
my able deputy assistant host. Thank you.
Yo. Oyima say minyanum etu amamia masom nkwara no ye tie GBC sports commentary na ye free one stadia call the other stadium but you say any masom of Accra no kokumasi no keposi masom yo kakra meka say all these for the past 3-4 months na me hear consultations na juma kese se won soro keke yeah. Because when you are sa odo any ahomkeka and say gidi no wo say wo dia e fata obetumi dia agina secretary no omutu ba mi a omutwim ba mi omno betu won me start say me to hwan na mo kakra and for all these while for the past 3-4 months nyina no na me hear consultation kakra and enra na me tu menim tu na me tu menim tu e wo Adum FM yeah. And Mabefie no Despite Media, I know it's a very powerful platform. We are suffering na yehwe. Na MPP amanyo kun masumpa from the days of Dankwa Buzia Club. Na there was ban on multi-partyism no. Aya shasi ewo Ashboy ewo Tema East and sana ye lefty ban. by year party activists, year party assistant secretary, my year communicator from the way early 2000, I've been in the Pempensui, my year assembly member on the ticket of the party. Nanado Dankwa Kufado. I was privileged to be one of the young guys that worked with him. Ibrahim Opesen no ye flag bearer. Myself, Defense Minister Nitiwo, Kobi Ochreda Kumenza, Western Regional Minister, Brian Champong, any Adekye Siama Farmer Youth and Sports.
Oh, okay.
In the year 2000. And an Isaka flag bearer. And unfortunately, he lost in 2012. But Yanina, we didn't want to say, we went round again. And it never did a Pempensui. 2000 elections, Jacob Cheblanti, no, Greater Accra chairman, or Tunsa Fremi, Ebiana Media Stand Secretary. Was it quite the skill and the talent you have? In fact, my politics are me in the free trade unions, Industrial and Commercial Workers Union of the TUC then, and the Mammy, Midi Benti, Branebe in 2000 elections. Yamin Chadia, Yakoboy, I mean, you didn't couldn't President Kufo Baye. Yachikoya Baye. In 2008, me served on the campaign committee on identifiable groups. Now, Lankojo Chairman, Honorable Noye, the chairman of that committee. I did all my best and all that. I was privileged by the people of Tema East. My core premise, I mean, they disqualified me once, it was 2008, with the excuses they make it black and white voters ID card. Sabrina Mission, they were breached into me by 206. Yes, we need. Voters ID card colored, but Mampaba 2011 me could try nipa 4 me try to cry until the opportunity by say ye chat my east nimbium e dey akofo tema central
okay
and na opportunity no na me go national bedroom for 2 terms in parliament. My record is there, the answer is there. Will be able to me serve on a sponsor committee for 8 years. My contribution there is super. Members holding office of profits, even in the position, trade, industry, and tourism. I'm a deputy ranking member. Yabo Professor Jambafo Dean, and I'm a deputy to man. Who position? We are ranking.
Okay.
Who are Bemwam? We are no chairmanship. You bar power no, and our leadership. And Mami here, the chairman of the Committee of Trade, Industry, and Tourism. Me Dimwa Bedi deputy minister. So I've served a little bit at the constituency level of the party. In Parliament, I've served, then in government as a deputy minister. Now, I have all that it takes. I have the capacity, I have the skill, I have every experience. Now, I'm bringing more, they call it, but the new impetus, the new adrenaline. Maybe Shemokena said the party no. Na mutu na yakono na any adani. There's a new dawn. And Titus Glover said nyamunya no masum na mesum no so kakra mesum anya metumi dia boa party no. Dia mpese menye no me hwe me ho amenye nwie. So I think that I can serve better again as the general secretary to manage the party with other executives that will come up after the national elections. Says he kakra me can say party remember munaso ma be sresramo. It is a way you deal with your delegates, how you comport yourself. And you have known me. When things were rough, some of us were in the trench, working hard to come to power. Indeed, Madam Mercy for the platform. And I want to thank my brothers for their support for this great exercise. And that's it.
Any chief, any just an idea so chief me deputy assistant or your deputy assistant and I need to go beside my briefest brief law school Rebecca say brief but English they Rebecca say brief history and a brief biography. This one is auto because on one way it's my brief autobiography.
So I didn't confuse me when I was in school.
Autobiography. And your mom for Musempa. I can only wish you well.
Thank you.
You're saying I say Oma when you said you said a chief car, you know. Only you be saying Sempa and Alboman. Said any so I didn't know. If we move on, the sky is too big for two birds to clash. And to be able to rise it, I achieving a dream be and see Yame wow now on count now my dear Oshishe and Remuma. Deputy my age money. ene yenko ye ni won se de mo hwe mo nkrata mu me fa Ghanaian Times na yenhwe se de beka konongo asemi a yenko ye no enkonya court so contempt so me sure say over the weekend motie se mo antekwa motie ne nra no pa aye arehose masemi ya me ba ekọ school about ye ko homono a afedie akoye se obi kopata ama ono kra de nyeso ono ne homono ono kopata patafo akodi aba na de wodi sikan wa free mu ya enura akoye posi asem we mu so se de na meka no mu ye nkwada omu nyanya mfie du mo 20 nura na ye de wonum ekọ konongo odumase court say district court na court say inform ko juvenile detention center ekopim November 15 na obeyi wonum aba chief mentiwe
ya medase ndo mafawe frido na mechia wa hwefu nyinara
nyina ejos
once again ya sani abo awona umpemfo wana bado adwuma suma wodi ma omangana.
Thank you.
Ya me de ansana meka wa semi anope na me tell interview bia awona Kupek Duncan amwa woye offer fuel na onam de kasa ede ma onyi bifu ya krom so waye showi ya mepede ebe ma me de membre kakra kan wasem kakra sentinyi de ite nkomo abrante no onyi di a ode yen kra de yen ko the fact that the regulation or record ayan kasa so man yen hihye ya order foma bust obotumu aboa na waye storage bi na odum bemben no a oyede na anka man na so yen asem oyadam no roko. And you see, listening to the program now and I said no, and then we are looking at Ghana as a manner if you dem bemben na yedrun or the yetum pubo yede digitization yede koyenenyim na yetum yeboa. And yeah, you also know the friend and data center kakrakapo West Africa han oye omangana imana wo.
Okay.
Kofi Annan hon.
Okay.
John Dramani Mahama Nembredo na Damaden Obey. Ndam nyoka se vice president so nye di nkomode o yenhwe na yemfa platform nko. Then I sit back and I ask myself that in them discussions in no imagine ebetumi aye wo mbia bi today fuel nimuntu ya o affect yenyina ya ajatum de se deregulation no yeze kodra mo baba nyende neta honorable Titus won dey not on 1 cedi emi medi no ye 90 pesos as an di no ye 80 pesos awa to usufu no hwe quality na ibotum akọ ida ono ho anami me ho anaba nanso ya kadam ye that wo ehihye bia nkodo dam manfo no susua na wosu aso man ne kra no dam ejapadi a ye wo nyina na nka ma ode ye nyede ye de kra fango ni bia ye betum ye da so ye manfo ya sen yeah, there is no conscious effort to be on there ye damadi na ye tum ye de nya enough storage as o man na say ye deregularize pa ye tum ya kadenka goel or ye state eyi ono wo fom enti no ochida botum akọ na akwakotobi mesim obeye mfaso odamo enti no na ye ban it's high time the government obotum wahwe in that petroleum sector.
Okay.
Na yetum ya aboa ma enama na okosoro no wetum aboa na wa abafom kakra so onye kra na ne do atew kakra na wona woto aba no so wenya arehemu bi wo wona woto aba wode mahandi emu there indeed odumo ye dina ebotum ya yendama bi na ye da aboa ma system no wa yede wa abafom kakra ono da nchenso a mabo Catholic painful one abado kase bi ababo togwa.
It's part of the discussion. So
it's part of the discussion.
Yeah.
No.
Is it?
It's not.
I'm not talking about colleagues. We are talking about Konongo, Dumase, tidal waves, and then using digitalization.
Okay. It's different from
to recover the economy after COVID, says former President Mahama to African leaders.
Okay, good.
They continue.
So me as
now time no more son somebody.
Oh, obi a me assistant they say. Or them on special time.
Don't be too comfortable.
You see, so moving to them painful once a month. Yeah. You recall there Ajo Boa I would say the MPP. It was 2016 elections no more in there. Now we position one campaign in a war candidating to a certain if you like area or then want the corruption day onyaja wo ba engage na wo ba kokra wo jitia. That is where President Kede say a businessman and I scan ebepe wona abema kona kope outside not in the ho no ba chance to do protect the public purse. But you see, if we want to be honest to ourselves, say aminyo kase ya ni nyina jinsem ni nyina jinsem chede ma ehwa na mona nkrofo ankra wa mo na dwuma worutu se assembly boto gwana ye kan wasama na ehwe response another ahokeka obefi omampanyin so na sweye odbaba ni mpanyinfo won na obebra na demenze nyina na okodo na se ye wo mpanyinfo wo mai ma se bi Christopher asofu mpanyinfo na nanom ehia politicians ye baka promises o ye day na krofo to abama ye na etegwema dem mpanyinfo so odo wotu what won do ema anye ye kra na ye na ye kochapo nti ye buyen sofo ye nyina ye kwen krom ye buyen hen ema me che na mpanyinfo bi wo ho nti dam kasa ni fi wona ano ba ayetene kra na no ayechia no wateno ema yetum ya focus ya ye ndama na ye kada ye baye no obama ordinary citizen not now we don't know anamoya wakada obey ya wotu omam hope be there in the next 5 years, the next 10 years in obisu baba man ndama beden obekwa akodu mpempendu bi obeye mboa but say obeye kasa keke na fi wabe kasa na ewotum nusu na fi ni bibi fufuru kodo na either opposition member maka krasa ni ba aka kra Titus so ba onusu defense because oye na bana wona what abama he no say we lose them confidence na wonya wo ye mu nti wodi ekodu dem pempendo na efi no orba abotwe o ma na ko echira another political party krana onu so botum wenye tum na wa ba bedi o ma n'enyim na wa aboa wa ye ndeman oban na o wadwin po bia etimamufo no wo de fa no and omwa yen kanko omwa yen development na ye pede ye of friend and digitization ya ye baba kan ho asemi oye fundamental bia ansa na yebotumi aye ma wa ye na chede etimamufo no susu sebi won kra wo won hu gidi wo botum so wetum afford for instance nda menyo kase enkrofo pi wo ha ya woni store what on ado
no ye beba so so the cowining because who kasa beautifully now I say parties in more opposition whether as a group whether as individuals say am kasa e kama pa sabre no de oman ho do oman kan ko oman puntu no ewo mumu but mobile power no a baby I na afa
I disagree
it's okay
nna menyo kase nna menyo kase nche hu de ehn I opposition yenye abana to do and a ruling party yenye won in adwene won zama bidu ruling party no so or try do over my information be the oriye papa bi the good thing na wo ho a woti echirin wo ba hwenye de ensunsanyi or parties ni nyina wo mu obi a won ideology or believe in but yeah baby a we dream say yenyina yambom na yanka na American ebi o politically no botum may take advantage of that but American ye no kwara onu so no botum we save situation na awo be ye onu kwara juma na won so we take one political advantage no we tum we take them one advantage ama ye nyina ya asem na ye kan mo waso na odo te no ya we tum we te onye dem enyima do be ya obeye normal do say iya na ebeji tum net do a ya na afi ye mepede okay na menyu kase asema President Mahama or edge African leadership yenhwe na yen digitizing da na yentum yem economy no nye oye na Ghana han ehwe baby ma yefi ye ba na ye ba bedura ya foundation ni solid yetum yetu da na mon when narankasa no ye omampanyin dem governance na nasefo offend able to me use abandoning Jumaye, whether a payment, whether a honey Jume, John Dramani Mahama, now so Utana Mompi. That's why some of us, when Dr. Baumia or can't ne lecture, we said there's a good lecture. But at the end of the day, today makes my making a badina dam thinking na yedre my manfon. Eba shisha na yensu yedi gwa kwema. Those people listening to us and once we be there on nam shisha ya yankasa ya ye woso honti urinyan sonson yi papa bi.
Oh, manfon so.
But if we are just telling them, just talking about it,
so you are talking about your third topic. You have used 12 minutes. Mr. Sane, shall we go? So he will come and talk about his first topic when you are doing the third topic, if we get the chance. Thank you, sir.
I remember that.
Papa, na you need a program and no can't send me. Now, young man, na Sadat, and so, or you complain.
Okay.
You can't complain, or
yes.
Also,
I'm abusing him.
You are just doing so.
Thank God you are not a child. Last week you told this man that I'm not a child. Thank God you are not a child.
But you are quite my leadership, especially the founder and leader of Liberal Party of Ghana, the incoming president, His Excellency Percival Kofi Apalo. Namachia, all the regional executives, Jaffe, Mechiamunina. Mesans was Sisubium, said Nana Comia. Umbra clean and clear concerning STC. Because in Yinasua,
because who can't be our habit.
Last week,
you said, I see.
In Chechimo, they are better to say STC, and what children scassing no man, COVID, no man. I'm say there are more hidden issues than just the two reasons out there better to
but so by now STC was doing well.
And so why is it?
Obeye ni ye omutoto new buses ne new ones are almost baby places that they were not even going there before.
To me.
Oh really?
So
what happened to the new buses omoto?
Well, or see fuel until ama omunya difficult fuel increases.
To ma package.
Until bisa say na nyo mo na omo kan say na nado kan say oba obeti fuel so say enyo no kan yenko bisa.
He said that.
Yes. And in fact, all the questions they asked him, he told the host to go and ask those who said it, Dr. Baumia and another Danko Kufuado. So we're asking him to come clear because he himself must have said that Takradi a ben important or Maton.
SCC4.
Yes, Omatama, a friend is saying, Malcolm, what was it for? I think he's earning about 25,000 Ghana cedis, and 3 deputies, and they are earning 16,000 cedis per head. Compared to the previous management, now Nsroma Donko was earning about 7,500. His 2 deputies were earning 5,000 Ghana cedis each. So what happened?
Okay, anyway,
and now they are driving high-end
cross-country
vehicles.
But V8s. Previously, I don't know what my interest is at, but because a public are 70, previously now, why not fix the salaries?
Yeah, board.
So how can you then say?
So if you come out to complain,
ask the board.
Of course. So complain to the board. Don't complain to the Ghanaian population. Say, taxes. Of course. Look at what they are doing.
Okay.
Open Kwame Despite. Look at how he's managing his companies.
Okay.
So I don't think a bank company be idea. You do be better one na a jego.
Okay.
Right. Mamenko
as I'm watching a jewel no public SIGA. Say yes.
Well, SDDDF Africa.
All right.
Yeah, issue statements to that effect. And I believe a lot of people have carried it out. Okay. We want to see him coming out clear to explain to the public exactly what is happening. Because reasons no COVID, they are not the only reasons. Well, I believe.
But who make profits?
Ghana forces rent about 30 of them. How much did they pay for it? Election monitoring. Flagstaff, as far as I'm concerned, they rented 2. Those 2 buses, the last time we checked, they were still not with STC. Where are they?
Wow. I see. Okay.
And substantive issues. Now, mobile. Now, as a film, so say, what do Babeko school? Na ya befro na ya nka nkyerɛ wo sɛ bia oba no wo de poyem fa sɛ ne ho dodo no kakrapo nti e bia befa no kofie na news obenya ne say obi awo ne sekan ekuno anka enkoye sa abonten krompo ne yakọ ne sekan ekuno anko ba ne sa school ne mu a anase student ono ankasa ne colleague na awo ne sekan ekuno. I think it is high time sir primitive kind of exercise you exhibit in our various institutions and schools no you did a song be better so either say sa bullying no any so-called pundit you be banning across the board. Meaning say across the globe no which countries are engaged in this kind of activities. Say oba Africa ne bia men call Nigeria schools muda but yakoye anglophone countries are you similar cultures no. Probably Nigerians who may engage in such things. I don't know of other African countries. Even with Nigeria, I'm only saying because I don't know. I'm only assuming say Bia Omonso. Ghana ha ena say almost every school will be common. Uko honiwa so-called bullying or ponding. Yeah, the bayo. Na one school of thought. I can say we bullying and I say ponding if our school system no more. And my school no any day. And I was like, I asked the gentleman yesterday that you see it your young one, we see it your dream. Say when your report say oba any ya want to kind ekunu school and come back to studio. Now what can't to Ghana for you adwum say bullying should be part of the system of schooling. Say we are fresh now kohwa and see a bully. Just because who in your view no ye bully time I'll call you. Look, the bullying has even gotten out of the schools too. Sometimes even where the name so-called birthdays, sometimes unexpectedly, a beer who celebrate your birthday and as a be idea or be a baby yono, and so be a baby so fine if it is normal water, fine. But to the extent say, who be bullying Crawford and now be ponding or more, a negative effect be bandy. I think say immediately no, you first some to so. In the sense say, when you witness some of the bullying and so-called ponding, you'll be shocked. There was once I took my boy to Ufurpen.
Okay.
And I think one of the students was, engaging in that with a certain young boy. And honorable, boy, and if you know, no, yes, senior, no, if you know one or big shot in them, two nina, not by no form in my presence, not by no form broom. In fact, it could have been anything, Senate Boha, just because we're a junior, our fresh. And that day, I was attending a PTA meeting in that school. You know, she discussing about no me between me Abu school no. But the two just say during the PTA meeting, say me de me ba Abu school ha. Anytime akwala ne be school no, within 1-2 weeks no be frame me make a report say. Ye wia no towel, ye wia no ne slippers, ye wia no atade na nkasa school uniform no. Ne din it is labeled on ne din wom no, ye wia. Intimidate to just say these things are not helping. Inti headmaster onhwe, I know say headmaster na transfer na aba St. John's. Anka omonhwe na sa no ma no, yensi ano. Ye keka yense mi na wi headmaster obe my answers of the various nkofo omoma commentary no. Omoma grievances concerns no. Also, as for the stealing in school regarding uniforms and towel, it has been with us since ages. When I was in school, they stole from me, and that thing has been there all this while. So there's nothing we can do about it. And I'm saying, hey, there's nothing you can do about it as a headmaster. Instead, say, "Asemna yabe kano, ubetie na supem." No, what can say yebe hum bibi? With your grandpa wanka won yehwe kura. You don't tell the parents say. It has been there since the ages, and they did it to you. So if they are doing it, it is good. You are good to go. Me ma bre me ho, atiti me mo yiruma to me ba ni provisions amano. Na chop boss aya tum credo no. Ni yakobu ano ni yayi. We say it is okay. Ni school uniform ya label wa kosia hata no. And also yakobu ya meka say it is okay. You understand? Inti bullying no akwa bibia, even the school administration sees it as part of the system. In this teacher crowd twem na so mo say omo bully obi a they know say we are your man omo di omo ago e your man omo yom bibi but this is not the first time we are having a casualty. Nkrofopi prepare as a result of bullying. You know, people have been maimed regarding this type of bullying. And there are some of them that are not reported. Intermediate, in short, the fee say, emraso say my assign yenjeja asadi ekoto. Now the next time back another death or something else. You will have na say school nkolabi di agro. No crop just agro keke. Ana yi ba kumbi auto mechanic ne emse na tade ekoso iron rod bi or metal bi. Ana a train obebo from that was the end. One of the school I think at this Adel or something like that. You understand? Inti yenhwe na yemma school administrators no ensure mra school BM in the country said no bullying is allowed in the school. Regarding Sanoma, Koswa, and Crawford take advantage of it. Our universities, it is there. Ombekwa kosisa nsuo, have shed up nsuo normal mwesino. Ebia would them say school reopening and as a fresh student bano. Normal mwesino hunsuo no omo palisi what it nim tree habegum a modern normal basa gumusa si corner bim wo yurem ho amana brew or ba just because or peobi akohwe. This is what is happening. And I think it is high time we ban it immediately because the ekosono ebia anyewa ebeye me echina.
Minister say it's a say easy. Honorable meeting we.
Yo, dia me woso amede be soso no. And you share one of the dailies, a new crusading guide. Front page, Deputy Minister for Education, Reverend Ntumfojo Honorable. I can say MPP are buying inherited over 1,001 projector. Every frequency.
Okay.
Na Okaya can say ye blocks. I bet 2 years. Many chief bunny. Any NDC for can say any Ejagu NDC for a year 29. And son of Moko. Thankfully, Yensu Yabe 30. Ayagusua. Yes, na Nansen who dear by ye. At the time, 90s for every abemon, they've only done 23.4%. But from 2017 up to this time, we're 96. But your promises say the next academic year, no, your baby na ya operationalize it. Amankolano, akum. No money akosia dear. I give him thumbs up for the Abano. On the subject matter of bullying, why ya pass when you move for 9 months. Abafrana baba yase. Obe wiya. Obe nante washeno. Crèche, kindergarten, primary, junior high. Na ya titifo ndiye de friend secondary school. Say mom friend senior high. Na say wako school. Onyo bia boni. Onyo bia boni yo. In the name of bullying, na nkola nketin. E wo sako kudonu etumi fasikai. E de tumi wo onwa ni fellow schoolmate. Very serious.
Yes, that could be gone.
Very, very serious. Now, me kai say me wo prosek. Na normally na me go boarding house at Form 4. So I didn't experience the bullying. My colleagues know when it fame. But sometimes more experience are very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Me makwa dom even is a leader. Me makwa my colleague embule even is a Form 1 Form 2 anajina. No. Me makwa isa. Na me go dom A, na me ba dom B. And the bullying in itself, no, enya dia, I will see yes also. But I put the blame squarely on the school authorities. Tise dia yao, ebo mane in his presence, onwa jina wa senior ebutu boy atofo. Say me abol ma holino. Oh yes, me sunu mu pa am machino e dia ko headmaster no office. and a house mistress and a house master no office sabafane nye hwe na opening a parent ejina ho ode ne ba na another student na wo twa boot we ofomo boy no say wapra kwa ene innocent child onim hwe onam ne baby a mu kuntoka was a day na mu ye okopata no is a predetermined.
Yeah.
The boy who or this second one is a premeditated. What dream, what amen who that as an oba. Now we are student.
Yeah, chance and when those shots they can premeditated, penafi will go into the substantive issue until they can wada because reports and they say or a basano he rushed into his troubles until they hold on with the premeditated.
So or Russia call the troubles. It's not a weapon. So go for weapon buy.
Okay.
E dey ne man call box room no. Eko fire buy.
Abufu.
Ni chese wadwimpo money bi woni.
But I think all those things will be banned. Knife I would they go school for.
Why do you rush into your chop box to go and pick a knife?
Reports are conflicting. We don't know what kind of knife.
Right.
It be say a kitchen knife.
It doesn't matter why. At the end of the
day,
the boy has died. Why do you?
Yo, one go for canary uncle.
Obaya, say the baby woody the best thing say ye trim.
Obaya. Many boy to me, then the bar with him who call boss room, echo father, sick, I know another day or whatever. That weapon. What is here?
Okay.
You what presec once every month, your inspection. What troubles may you be able, you won't be bonny be a one, you baby someone. Atadi bia wo se wo hye there's prescribed uniform it was campus so wo hye bibia enye prescribed uniform ye be sizie fi wonsam.
Okay.
Sane wo se ye kono and this awufo edi omoma abeja school mpanyifo se mo hwe me ye mane so mfa mayen na se mo ntumi hwe mo so maya ye koya na se anase ye bae. And Indian go for be bring person on Babako body house, one person on day. So that they can be able to supervise in Kolano. And then they should have they've just finished the boy just like that. Juveniles, less than 18 years. We couldn't just like that. Now going forward, the Ibe can say it was say headmistress and headmasters in the house. Masters in Yano, I was only on 9 esi form. Now, yeah, my enchantment be see, we should be proactive to see what can happen. Me was a daily graphic and a front page, Minister Natural, Education Minister Natural says, Abuli Yadiano, idea will say,
there should be a circular across the board.
Wait, what's it?
Okay.
I was saying, but you
Okay.
Yen hwe kwan be fa so a enkwala ne ntitiye no ebe ye fapem na ye ni enkonkwala no so because omo wofo no edi won agya school authorities omo hwe omo so maye.
Okay.
Na se muntumi hwe omo so na say wo se ekono a and are you the headmaster you should be held responsible because you've been inept. The headmaster of Konongo Odumase Senior High School and the house masters in Yano, they should be held responsible.
Maybe Anka Ibenya about 20 or more side of the story.
What I say? Because I dey mo fresh mun sam na mun tumi show mo so a na say yaba you must be responsible. Because one so an hwe nkola no so yi. Mr. Piedu me kai say presec. Na me share chief do what you like.
Grizzly.
Sleeveless.
White shirt na me twa. It's an old white shirt and a year kodo. And a twa me sane say.
Okay.
Nti ye do ye no breakfast ni ye go didi. Oh you say what's your name? Say Titus Glover. Why you in this shirt? Na me so ye do. What's it go vie?
In those days it was called get ready
to
fight.
Go vie. Go home. Nti me ka say e bia no ni me di abro. Me bo me din kire no. Me da ho machi 12 midnight or bar rounds. Me wana ye bo me be me mpa no gbagbagbagba.
That time na mo do SN or presec.
Oh. You endorse to say SS for your mabey.
So you see?
Well, I'm talking about the discipline in the school.
And because we was after prep. And no, I didn't come on. Obi munso ade omo de bae omo say I made discipline akwala me man capital punishment. I feel na make your notes na makoye say nti me ha me ho. Na onkola ni bi nso ani afi any technology. Parents is to me ko school crack or teacher ni sa den what me ba. Nti teachers ni so afa omo ho adwen. Nti say who blame teacher e was say ye hwe ho nso nyina na ye ka because teacher ni before we kwa kan akwala na asem no odwen wo say china nkwa akwala no say we ha na akwala bi so kofa ne nkrofo a bi CEO so de omo choice teacher akoka na asem ko bu teacher pasa
and I mean
I say
we condemn all that
in discipline from etire besi from nti ama obia
so I finally agree with you
because that time na papa no Mr. Hwan ka say kofie no o papa ansan fa o ma me ka say why did you sack my son
no
unim say me yen crying gan you be family ba
sana anajono gra no of me panicho say me sere manya ne ye
and na kwala no mpacho obeye ni ti say me
panicho say manya ne
papa politician
no jam you understand entitiye no so fifie entitiye no efifie
okay
na san kwala na omukọ attack on teachers for school so enya dia so we say yes so yes gs am instructions be say man ye bon kwala no wo school edu ba bia na say kwala no bi ye hwe o school no so enya fe na enya fe na ye twike ya ba no so say ya teacher bi wo bi obafie bo pressure wo de trim no na che say enso so
or the pressure ba
e be tu kwala no so nti wenum nyina ekeka ho but e was say
school teacher am fan pressure until so da
oh, mean
Yamo.
Who they able be yeah
you may never know say pressure or the fifty.
And you can wear in fact we need to empathize with the bereaved family. We need seriously to empathize with. I can see what they are going through
by now.
But see there, we almost film. But me see from no I can be about STC. I was privileged to be the immediate past Deputy Minister of Transport.
Okay.
Ewo ho nse ya breso no yeto new buses no e di mo money metro machine.
Okay.
Na metimi aka say sabe na akomia take over no na tacholete new madongo. And na ono no ye the chief executive. In fact na STC wo fompa and that na nyama dongo epejem na nakomia so any the management no ebe so mu a ebe do ni pempeso yi. In fact they have taken off very well. Okay. Na omo ye West Coast, omo ye Togo, omo ye Benin, omo ye Nigeria, and omo ye Cote d'Ivoire so come. Okay. But because of the border closure no affect them. But say the ma STC ekwanimpa eye the Kumasi Accra route. Me kai say ene wo hwe Kumasi route no so the only major transporter na VVIP and no sa route no so na STC madwin say baby omo wo KM soro ho no most of the passengers they want the buses to be closer to them osifi trotrom and also if you taxi one or also call bus so they need to be closer to them and the management the board no agree say baby omo wo KM soro no so mo buy e for more and omo ko nya kwan bi wo kejetia terminal ho no e ko nya space wo it became a problem. It became a problem, serious problem. In the name war, ejuma because ejuma bi wo Kumasi. So I was forced to go there to intervene. Na eni omo nkasa. Finally no omo free GPID for terminal no eko another place. Now we share the number of fleets are omo year in a day. At least omo nyakra both sides no about 60 a day averagely. And the income edima STC no. So clearly STC is not as bad as we think of. But he has said omo problem bia woni maka kire me na me man na akobia ye free akro for more or peace and pay every month Tuesdays or na ye ni share and I know na akomia I mean getting some of this feedback
I think because I'm so penny or problem
yes
yeah. So let me know I will confirm with him now on
family me can have for drink kakra Lilian Akosua Bedi akon say na Nabaumia the so-called economist with all due respect where is the 332 billion Ghana cedis and even there is no proof of any construction provision of social amenities except stingy toilet. Ghana is highly indebted and Nana Bruni is busy. Yao Osankide, Ghanaians should ignore all the cheap propaganda and lies from the NDC because they are only doing this because of their selfish interest. Okay, because they're only doing this for their selfish interest. Happy birthday to Honorable Janet Tulasi Mensah, former MCE Ga East. Boatin Kwajo Michael says Professor Jamba for to do what? Prof dear, he make weak. Nsroma and Nelka Shaman. So far, the best political party and the best government is the NPP party in the history of Ghana. Let us all move to NPP in 2024 for better governance and forget the rest of the parties. They have nothing good to offer. Joseph Mensah says, hello UTV, congratulations for all the awards. Please tell Kaswa ECG to put on the light for us. Musempa Kaswa ECG. Kwame Opasco Afenyomaken, but no long talk. Ghana is still moving forward in the name of President Nana-Addo and his able government. NDC never again. Greetings to lawyer Justin Kudia Frimpong. Derek Ayete, I'm watching you live from Kofori Diankra. Good morning, sister. Yeah. Nancy Ofori says, which president Mahama? Is Mahama a president? Munkaila Jonas Obaya, we always envy the well-developed countries like USA, Germany, Dubai, etc. without asking ourselves how they got there. It was all because they gave their political parties long years in office to fix the country. So with 1D, 1F alone, Ghanaians need to continue with the NPP so that our industrialization agenda can see the light of day. Farouk Mbo says, currently I'm in Takrade STC. STC never sold their land to Melcom. That land doesn't belong to STC. Okay. And you open no. If a Lampard Gideon Amwa, always school, but no work after school. Ejabata from Adenta. Akufado's administration, heat is like death. The more you are running away from it, the more it's coming closer to you. Under JDM, we the youth could build because cement price was less than 30 Ghana cedis. Today is almost 60 Ghana cedis. Tell Baumia to introduce $1 arrest next time. Thanks to JDM for putting up Accra Digital Center. Ignatius Mawen says, yeah, why do you have this regular family as panelists? You don't like them because they are panelists. Thank you. Gabriel call, Madam, tell the man accusing the headmaster to keep quiet. Can you just go ahead with your suggestion? I beg you. He's saying arguing, so you to say you're arguing. Please just say your contribution, then it will make the discussion fruitful instead of attacking the personalities. Everybody has his own opinion. It's like noses. Sylvia Black says this bullying thing has to be cancelled. Can you imagine a senior insulted my mom, all in the name of seniority? Hey. Clevic says, you may not know what one follower means to me. Only God bless. I see. Okay. Anthony Brew says, yeah, I'm surprised. Your panelists are saying the head of the school should be held responsible. Now, because of so-called human rights thing, teachers no longer worry so much about the kids. Nicholas Ohine say, I can see that the problems we have in Ghana is far older than us. That's why our leaders are not having the strategy to solve our problems. Brilliant ideas by your panelists, but still we can't have solutions. Why can't we have? Let me take this last one by King Brown Melchizedek. King Brown Melchizedek says that, yeah, I was beaten by my seniors during my first year in Breman Esikuma Senior High School in the year 2004. It landed me into Our Lady of Grace Hospital at Breman Esikuma, and only God saved my life. When I was admitted into hospital, oh, let me read this man's story. Maybe we can learn something. Oh, I just lost that. Tuba. So I think, okay, so I think this should not happen to any child in any school. Okay, thank you. Chesebuli na yemu nyina mo problem. Enye mommy enhwe solving once and for all.
Honorable E.T. Mensah.
Yeah.
Some time ago, a brandish gun at school. I stand to be corrected, but I remember that story.
I see.
Yes. And you see, we didn't stop it from though, and now they are using knives. Another time can be gun again. And you grow from that. We've seen Honorable Kumbo. It happened that he shot out of his car per investigation. All these things, you see, we are forgetting the idea of Nkola Brim, he wasn't the only person who shot out of his car and purported to the general public say, we'll be attacking. So all this now is beginning.
Mama Comodian Costa, who said this is the roadmap we are taking because if you all so a school wasem any of my Ghana, some say no, you a holiday and back if you say in a bed from ya. You are not fair code and asem for from. And see, afe idea Rebecca say, and say, GS ko implement Bibia, hey, headmaster Coca Bibia, hey, now this year, all in the name of right and some things. It's as if you need values. We don't want to accept the things we used to know.
Come on, yeah. And I've been quiet now, me too.
Okay.
Now, the thing you just mentioned, values, culture, inculcate war, system for people to know. Then canon, say Mr. Frache, say Peninipo, Abufabe share Penina. Otum Kroma kwan the best nando unyo. And you see, we will have to look for somebody to go and get a knife. That order baba woni nuano. Subambi ontwayi wo baby more one. And if your headmaster for instance, honorable. Every cry baby ma a grudge kodi. Or housemaster be or wonder headmaster or far away. When you put them nyimpe or them subaniji.
Yeah. Some of the schools, I was say, housemaster dino, a bank, in school, no, me house. Sometimes my school and the system is different. Inti more can be because me, I didn't go through this bullying. I just have to be fair to the system. I didn't have, in fact, Form 2s will have to pamper you. Sometimes, they say pillar, be kitty, then you realize that it's nothing. When you're in Wesley Girls, it's like you are home. But Yahono, housemaster dino, house. Even when you are shouting, or better, ladies don't shout. No one will say, Papa no Mr. JV or Compton House in Chenho, what's onka. But every way I can say school no cry no. Housemaster only dying with school until the housemaster. But what's outside campus? I am school. Or never fat transport to crowd bus and maybe monitor Kwadana na job. I shall say lights out or mother and son of me fiho.
I am Rao school. Obia Bediso. Say I am I pasty baby, no bullying, this. Spelled out.
I hope Unim said the teenagers is ACT.
Of course, they will.
No food out of the dining when get to do taking it out.
Yes. But
young cut tidal waves.
Tidal waves. Oh, certainly, it is a problem. Certainly. And see, Wawa Kofa baby, young yes.
We share across the Atlantic. Baby, are na tidal waves. Ahawampa a Kita area, Kita municipality towards. Kitu South, Aplaho na diadia. Me kai se President Kufuor Breastwono na oye bibi to make sure say you be protected coastal line no e dey free ho. Na there has been a lot of education aya kachire ti memufo no moti na punini omuni o se punini a omuni I know more Cassase. Omuntu free or no more cosro. Said the tidal waves, is all because of climate change. Tidal waves, pressure here, debate, no. Climate change. Challenge, if from Nadia, no muntum fanco. Me can we name who say, what bad me constituency Tema? The construction of Tema Port. Uba Tema Newtown, Tema Maya. Chief, I would do quarter behind the never base. Maybe a fantifono, a hunam no. A de assassino, a saying very soon, Nipa be war. Yes, I'm saying this. Yes, it's a fact. Me what parliament, me chodi ma. Touch on the thing, on about touch. Because that waves, no send your port on yes, no. It's when so no ejiba. Omo feel one cry, no cry, catch up so too free. If we to be 2 years. So we need a city. you settle omo the other part of town, but ebi still omo tete ho.
Okay.
But there was a sea defense sea defense be all the way to Paradise Beach. They very serious. Now we call exam maybe na me war transport ministry. Works and housing. My whole stretch our exam. Ye protect coastal line very long one than the by previous government. Dear. Maka say me bo nanado aban abaso. Now the air course ketu and the air course ketano is an urgent one. I will say you best what's in housing minister. We should be person will say government is giving attention to it. Attention no intedia. Ni ya ni hwe kwan be faso a ye be protect sa coastal line all the way to Aplawo. Ye ni kakran ni nduo ni mbo nipa ho ban. Ba se dia ni ye no mo so muti ho no so ye be sro. Ye se mo ntu free ho. Na baby ana nkofo no wono na epono amafo efi ewopono mu. Okay. But so no egi asase ni nya e dey free ho. Okay. So the more they stay closer to the sea, the more say omojapade nipa ho kan na ade nti e be sere honorable asesu senia wosi aka no omfa nani emfa nko na yempeska enimini ya na yehwe kwan be faso na yecc defense man na temasoso yehia bi wo ho port na yesi ye no di yenya e wo ho.
All right. Chief, we meet you in the next 5 minutes. Yes, you are
yeah, you see, I mean, program on Miss Mosi Kodra. I'm here with TV, and so I'm going to what about Bastiti now?
I knew.
Are you serious? Now, on yende, na sebi, a man for an ban. Oruhunde them problem you are then.
Oh, okay.
It is about the fact that say yerifa yen krofu won hawa wokom as ye hiasem na ye to hu anamon de ye hwene ya bo hon mo so we feed them adinima. Just there you botum ya better than what we are seeing today. Okay. You know them tidal waves you or buy some time ago beka or buy my politician even President Mama Kocha one and zama government suma representative mo ko on ade honorable asenso honorable Titus Glover in Grand July 5 months ago oko to ho nyina oka the K2 South wabanu batuto no no risk na the project will start this year menyoka say November money away. Okay. Se sikana aba obe start the project by the end of the month and next year yenyim na se government ko apro no omo hona rehye do this month and this year ye be ye hu bibi ote dem na nda ye wo ho na asema we sinyi na se bi ye hu ne bibi recorder oyaza oye cost to worry ma ye be bisa de anyem biara because nsu no bi nyim de obaba bio nna no aba bedu krom man cars onam ho kra wo bre ebia na ekira kro bobu afa wondo mu akobe bi foforo na wa say ndama pi enti no other government to prioritize them ndame na ye bo modern ye because how long and indeed if there is a project going on na so ba no de wotwa one kasa project mesimo hotel kra sebi one kasa na be bibi e be den ibotu mako na wetu wa ye da madia obeya amawi na also nya baby papa na ta asitana na enu anu wo mu ho in fact how na the only person another here e wa hai ma ye beka nyina na sebi abanna na montu na ne hihye onu obotu mu abodam project is onye and then chinasem yeah and if we were informed there by the end of the year at least be hu de bibi record na ye wo November ya waka December na year na ewie na se bibi ankodo na dem asemi aba. I think we'll take this opportunity to call on government, especially the Works and Housing Minister na okodam ton out them kasa na eko wo abefi frida ebehu I mean it mentioned sea defense all the portals were news was the phone time Works and Housing Minister Okwapro intino government should come out for us to know na oma enkrofuna wo ho na ende sebi wo fi de wiase ya bawi because so abeyi no hon baby a watching and them my basa wonyo bia wonyida no do chede abanen abano ni position and abano mo be ka kire hen woni hihye ya oriye even if they have to be relocated this is what we expect today. Sebi aban obotum wape baby ozo wonako na abana so ahwe kwa no bofada obo stop the magic because you see we can't continue like this. Now we see wo hoyi ebe hu na kire bi ekọ empoano ja onye honkote kra na wo them a challenge. Na ehwe the we are challenge ya cher na promise everybody be you won film. Nande baby man so ekoyi ho na akona. I think we all have to what we all have to do in there too much. If there is any e-governance benefiter or they apply on this one too so that we try and help the people for their life to be better. That is all they are asking for.
Asemba ko kan ya midijina so bisa se enye honko a eno honorable Titus so kan se mpona no ho tema haba hon so mo problem chese mpona no nyina
Atlantic
na enkosi ebeben ena ye betwen ya afi ato omo biasi o ye be ya momo ye ntumi hu se ye tu omo afie ho ampe baby fofra momo a ana so se ne ye defense ni yie a ne ya hwase entem de bia na atwe nche mbesi ansa na yakomoa
sir medase na me amayro in the sense over the decades yenya lazy government. Now those lazy governments no NPP and NDC 30 years near a reintroduction of democracy. This is not the first time we are talking about degradation as a result of the tidal waves.
Okay.
And said the tidal waves amount for a fee amene. It's all over the coast. But here, so obeja tuma say UAE so wo ka omo ajapade fagudie ne no omo wo asase ase ne asase ani a wo hihye ne yie pa na chese Ghana ye wo bi chan omo pa.
Okay.
A city like Dubai omo sha ase say omo develop ye nyina at least ya metokra ya bekenkan ye nitua say about 30 years ago and omo sha ase say omo develop Dubai because omo I estimate say omo oil find no be a best in a certain period to come. So they needed to ensure say ombe build the economy a better tourist attraction. And they have done that. The interesting crop ene omo Palm Jumeirah. Sa hotels ne other apartment omo si ama esikafo omo weska omo betumi ato celebrities ahoro. Eho na nya asase yantama da ho. Eye pono na da ho.
No, it was okay. That's how it was the sea.
Yes,
yeah.
Epo and a daho.
That was I guess.
And no more failure. I have watched all the videos. O more failure sa to the extent say o more to me see a danya horo so. Football parks a horo, recreational centers, hotels a horo, celebrities and a airto. We call a year friend say Singapore island. Singapore island na ye no and also say wo hwehwe omo fagudi e wo fom de e wo sora omo ndu Ghana kota kropo enso e de na ama Singapore be Singapore omo tumi malo Singapore develop port nkwa ewo because they are an island omo si port etwa omo hia into the world business in terms of port activities no Singapore and Janapa and they have been driving on that to the extent say wo hwe omo per capita income. Now we show more population, I'm saying about 5.7 million or so now. You would see, say, these are people who are serious. They are focused. They eschew corruption. Or more
maybe you're more north, and maybe easy more.
Yeah, time and I endorse, and 5.7 the same population. Come and come back into what year normal the next generation ever benefited. But unfortunately, no. Generation a year ban ye babe deplete the na we are not adding on anything na e betumi ay substantial etumi absorbing crop for munya adwumanye nti these two scenarios Dubai and Singapore hwe ye coastline ya e wo hwe nsuo ese no in fact say even krankra podi no say obi sit down bi wo Labadi hotel nchen ho sa dan no say mo say aban sada so say court
honorable JB Dankwa for any partners
you see Could you imagine? Sanka developers in fact, it could be one of the areas. One, tourist attraction. Two, be a government business free.
Come and name of defense or one. Because they be 50 years, they not
the whole Atlantic stretch.
No, they will also need.
Yes.
Have you been to? Sorry, have you been to the Sakumano to the port? Driving from Beachwood, Nautica Horn, driving to the port. Exactly, because but honorable, you recall, Ichewa, those days, I was even young. You know the sea and the lagoon merged, and the bridge caved in sometimes, so we were not able to use
to go through.
We all had to use.
You see, yes. Then there has to be one says, "See, I have a problem." They say, "You be see dynamic." After we do 50 years, then we should have done this before.
Such a dynamo. Yensin is akeke. Ye wo nkrofo a omoye expert in designing seashore buildings. And now your materials so it will stand the test of time.
The e-thinking must go.
Yes, we must develop all our
things
you understand?
in there.
Honorable Kasana or say they were advised to move to on their own free will. No, moving change is not easy. And it's coming no more. Sit down for
no, baby, I want to know our commercial.
Exactly.
When you come
home. No, apart from that,
a pronounce no office.
Yes, but apart from that, a be a na say Memphis insiona to no kwepa. It's called the rented down for and that's what Berkos in a
problem.
It is incumbent on government say you focus in that areas and also on that areas. Now what developer how to benefit the country in terms of exchange high currency. Also, a lot of these foreigners they like waterfront and as a seaside building. We can take advantage of our coastline and develop it all through. Our investors will come. Right. You create the enabling environment. Now our investors are
environment is there.
The environment is not focused on those areas. All right. We call Adekye, Princess Town, we have beautiful coastal areas. You bet me I develop for this country to earn money. But even the affordable house crowd to me. Yen dualize the kwanya own to me. Until now, dream he was Kaka no bebano, no in the bush for Modi. And this is look, Katapo, Amasama municipality program. Yakoho, SDDDF, Yako film, extra pictures about Saab, Papa Kessiana, and Wohon. They are taking all the mountains away. All the forest covers have been removed, and contractors are busily mining the hills or the mountains.
The stone quarry.
Yes. And even when they are winning the sun. Yes. And you see, when you are driving behind what's the name? Atomic energy side, airport top. You see the mountains over there. Yes. But at the back, it's being mined seriously. We've gone there to take pictures. We've published it. EPA plus a friend is saying
local assembly.
Local assembly.
Office, I don't
know. They go and give the local assembly something small, and then look, they have degraded the whole catapult. That is, in fact, last week we went. My team we went to Honorable Kokofu's office. Just when we were climbing his stairs, he was also coming down. He left. He's a good friend of mine, but he didn't have the time to meet us. We have released
schedule another appointment.
Yes, I'll do that because he's a nice person. Yeah. And so, for which reasons, climate change, my 337, Scotland, they should come and explain.
337. Three what?
I'll say 337. They should come and explain to us. Probably a bit more virtual, those who applied. Some of,
okay,
but from what
so
we know,
COP26 summit, government officially sent 24 delegates.
They should come and explain.
337, Honorable Kokofu, Honorable Dr. Henry.
They should come and explain to us the 26.
Maybe 24 from EPA. Or he's talking about the
he said government officially sent 24 delegates and not 337.
We want a breakdown of the 337 because it has been published. Yes. So we want to know, yes, we want to know the excess, what they were going to do there. Were they doing it virtual or whatever it is? We want to know. Because
according to Honorable Henry Kwabena-Koko, officially, the country was represented by 24 delegates.
Okay, so
the 300 and something, they were unofficial delegates.
government did not pay for 337 reps as is being peddled on social media.
So it means that in the excess of 300 and some 12 or whatever it is.
Some of them did not get their visas. Others registered just to participate virtually. Others couldn't make it. By the count of the day, we had about 170 people as participants. And these 170, most of them are coming from civil society organizations, academia and the private sector. The government delegation per se amounted to, delegation per se amounted to 24 in number. And he supported that with provisional list of registered participants, which is here.
Okay, so they should come clear because our environment we show deponim has show try that now he said
okay and but compare one solution the
solution must be in our country, homegrown. You don't have to be invited before you can solve the problem.
Asani, just to draw your attention, you know that in the same Keta is where they were promised a porter. As we speak, for all this while porting won't take you off.
Chief, you know that constructing a port doesn't come by a day.
So why do you have a CEO?
It takes time.
So why do you appoint a CEO?
This is a man who's going to coordinate the activities of the port. Building a port doesn't start a day. The port issue started in 1954.
So the CEO
they started the construction in 58 by 62. So as I speak to you now, EPA environmental 58 62. Those one years. Yeah. So it doesn't take time. It doesn't take. So now they are going to engage the people of Keta, which is here. So just by name, say Yama director the Apono or no coordinate all the activities. Those who are interested to come with their money, people who are interested to bring their funding. To come and do this because a private sector best support to buying. Na ide aye juma no. What does it? So they'll be doing the EPA analysis. Yebeko Chrome. Mama na kasa. So let me land. Enti menga you see a ka okaze say yebesi port besi na ya fa dieta and the yenye. You don't make this.
Some of us say when we are talking about port operations and harbors, I am supposed to say be ediban na yendoko na yede.
Mamso ye wumutum.
Meba.
Mamso wo wumutum.
Keta Port is under Ghana Port and Harbors Authority.
Okay.
Our Deputy Transport Minister. You know. Former. And you are telling me that say Ghana Port and Harbors Authority where a Keta Porter. Che wa appoint CEO mo call that Keta na no be supervise project na where na. Project na where na gasan. Onye GPHF one project. And why do you need a CEO? Ono afan CEO for what? Operating Abadi, the Keta Port. And if we are talking about the construction of the project, you pay oversight responsibility. They are engineers, they are directors. You know. And you know, if it's a mistake, admit. But don't tell me the director in charge, and because you pay don't oversee project now. What happened to
for 5 years now? Nothing has been done.
What happened to the brain?
It's not 5 years ago. It started in 2020. It started in 2020. No. It started in 2020. No. What I mean is the activity started in 2020. No, appointment about 2020. About 2020. Go and check. Google and check.
Let me check. Manifesto bear mune wo year bear die mu 20.
Keta Port. From last government, for last 4 years. Yes, I promised for the last 4 years. Right. And yet, fresh promise. Fresh promise in the digitalization. We are talking about Mawadi fee of 2016, 17. President Beye Juma, Mayewi, Eko, 2020 elections.
Then it means before 2016 election or promise.
Yeah, the Keta support has been promised now, has been there since last time. The last time in office. What billboards now they will see you.
The last time that not 2020 are no promise.
No. Me patch the 2020 or a new term. The last one was 17. Yeah, the first term.
So that was like say 2015 there of time or
no, I mean let's be fair to him. 2017.
Okay.
ABC and now you can say. As an American answer.
And Apostle said how many years now? Maximum 5 years.
Kwame Nkrumah ha boy he na did ho ekra according to information you get or 5 years.
Okay.
Na fi abadi bio.
Thank you.
Keta seaport is one today. The port now
Mako graphic
in terms of
Keta port GPH clarified role of director.
Okay.
Dated September 29th, 2020.
Okay.
That was when we started agitating.
It's not true.
That was when we started agitating.
You understand?
And
that was
clarify the role of the director,
yes,
and not the port.
What is the role?
So the appointment there by, it was early September, 2020. So issues with by my colleague Richard Kwashiga on a raising issue, you see port there then my director of port. And I think I had opportunity. My minister came to Parliament and explained he's going to coordinate all the activities of this
committee.
Is it an GPH? It's just an GPH.
Now GPH or more director.
They are director general.
They are director general cannot see to it.
I am not appointing authority.
There must be a committee.
I am not appointing authority.
Thank you.
You don't determine how it should be done. The ministry and government they does these things.
And Sana Mekono, Mame Emma Reverend Joseph Kojo Amwako, head pastor of the Living Word Assemblies of God. Sorry, ano ewo kwashiman. Happy birthday. Nyame sofone wa oda enti Kristo ntine nim chiro no nhyirawo. Oma o ahoden ene ngosiasonkun wo fra adwumemu. Efri oyire oma ene wasafo omo Living Word Assemblies of God. Sorry ya ewo kwashiman. Omo se yenkanche se omo do papa pa. Send me to me pon. Okay.
Inyima say if you know the CEO for Buangra Port.
Buangra Inland Port. Inland Port.
Is there,
no,
is there a CEO?
I don't know. I don't know.
Don't they have an edifice there? Don't they? They do. And you know that one nobody is supervising the operation.
Okay, I don't want to be dragged into this one. Happy birthday to Anas Asikia. Nyame enshra if you obra Ernest Safo eho ene abedwafo a omo ebaya ye ni wo mudi djuma Tuesday squad as eya me frɛ omo Honorable Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover, former MP Tema East, former Deputy Minister for Transport, and he's made his intentions known. Say that should be a Obepre General Secretary Debre ewo NPP mo. And Chief Baini or your national organizer Emma NDC. You can say you are safe. Won't you share register mudin be a
organizer. Enya academy
deputy I just company me benya. Say prince no.
Enya academy national organizer that can cause me problem.
Me Joshua Kwani me benya say nti wuti won uni me say me deputy me organizer.
Me do office na me boss say me dem go abo ano.
Onyi pacho ye inform so and ya asanita no ndo ye national ankasa organizer na ankasa on deputize MOBA nti LPG Era no manu pay ye da mo ase ne mo adachi ya kamu bia nyame ya doma next week ye de ahye fridge mu ba sibe ya
Honorable Titus wa free Jomboiro akache no obo contest na.
When you were going to contest, did you call the person who was there that you
Thank you.
I mean contest no. Tama me go contest na nyimpa wo ho na wo deputy ni na no bia nka de orisane ejina. But to be fair, the
now in politics, ne ko contest ya chide if you be catching asimesi me ko contest.
Na say why a consultation? Why a consultation?
Wakasa o ya fraba. Na so nya fraba.
Ona also why a consultation? Na consultation na ye ni na nyimpa na retu and consult.
I don't want to be
like your friend na mo hunde ribotu.
Pacho ya pon nyame adumo cha de chese ma besa ya fa. Oh, Chief